Okay, hey everyone, we are live again at the practice room, and we have musician Michael Whittaker out of Nashville, and so happy you're here with us, Mr. Michael.
I know we've
Um,
been trying to get together. It's been
yeah,
we've had a lot of internet issues, huh?
yes, ripping and running. Oh man. But I've been keeping up with your lives on Facebook. You're my friend on Facebook, and I see you've got a
Yeah.
whole. Are you able to pan your room?
Uh, if I move,
Or
hold on. I can but I'll have to leave the screen and then I'll pan it for you.
Okay, real quick, because I've been keeping up with your Facebook lives, and I see you got a whole setup in your room. Um, you're pretty much together. Uh, it looked like you go down there and you never leave for like weeks.
Yeah, sometimes that's the way it is. Anyway, hopefully that pan worked on the. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that was perfect. That was perfect. I just wanted to get a little glimpse.
Uh,
I've seen your lives. I don't know if.
yeah, I've been very blessed to have a really cool studio. It wasn't always like this, but it's been a
Mhm.
process of growing and you know, take it one step at a time. And now I have a full recording studio, tracking room, and all that kind of good stuff. So
Nice.
yeah.
Um, yeah, well, I'm gonna just ask you a couple of questions, and hopefully you get to perform for us. Give us a little.
Oh
Um,
no, man. All right.
oh, you Even if you can, that'd be great. If you can.
All right. Cool. Shoot away though. Questions
Sure.
are good.
Okay. So how long have you been performing? You said you've worked on the studio. You've worked on um, your kind of bass room set, basement
Yeah.
set. How long have you been performing and doing what you do?
Yeah. So I started really young growing up playing piano. Starting when I was like 6 or 7. Just playing by ear, and then growing up, kind of listening to uh, different kinds of music. My dad was really into music. He wasn't a musician, but they encouraged me to be able to play, and I could sort of play by ear back then. And so I just kind of took the gift and worked hard at it, and then got in. My parents got me classical piano lessons, which I
Mm.
hated. I totally hated that. And then, but it was really in high school when I started getting into jazz and R&B and funk. And, I grew up in LA, so I've been in Nashville for 15 years, but most of my career was in Los Angeles. So it was a very diverse, multicultural background
This is
growing
right.
up.
Right.
So one week we're playing funk, and the next week, you're on a Latin gig, doing all that kind of stuff. So um, I really got a amazing cross section of human beings to play with, and I think as a player you start to assimilate those people that you get to work with. So playing with the Gruesons and people like that, learning from some really amazing musicians, and just being humbled and learning, has kind of got me, not that I've arrived at all, but just
Right.
it's gotten me to where I am today. I always tell musicians to make learning your biggest reward, because
Mm.
if you if you try and make, all the money that you make will come, but if you make learning the first priority and make getting your skill set, those areas that you need to improve on, or those areas that are maybe your strengths and that you need to focus on, um, I think you'll go far in music. Um, you're not going to be able to do everything, but so anyway, that was my background growing up. And then I went on to college and studied film scoring at UCLA, and then I was high. I was I was touring a lot with different artists. I played a lot in the smooth jazz scene, um, with most of those artists, and then I
Okay.
got to
Some of them, or
what's that?
can you name some of them, or do you remember them by name so we can?
Yeah, Wayman Tisdale. I played with like Mindy Aber. I played with Warren Hill. I played with Norman Brown. I've played with Candy Dulfer. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember them all, but I've been
Mhm.
blessed to play with a lot of that whole uh, smooth jazz scene. Playing on the jazz cruises and stuff in the house band. And then I played on Jimmy Kimmel Live TV show a while for um, Jeff Babco, who is the the main keyboard player. When he would go out, I would get to fill in for him on Jimmy Kimmel Live, which was really a great experience. But then I moved out. I got really tired of just playing all
Got
the
tired.
time. Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I was just playing, touring,
mhm.
playing, and my real passion was to create music in the studio,
Yeah.
and so my goal was to kind of I actually gave playing a rest for about a year and went back and finished studying film scoring, and then
Mhm.
I got hired to score the Power Rangers TV show right out of school. And then I scored when after that I scored the Ninja Turtles and then the Addams Family, and a lot of really cool things that Fox
Mhm.
Television brought me on board. So it's been a growing learning experience, man. And I've been very blessed. I'm thankful to God for everything that's happened to me, and it's been a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, but um, um, it's gone this kept going. You just got
Right.
to keep learning. You got to keep practicing. You got to keep for me, it's less about performing, playing now, and more about music production and music for film and that sort of thing now. So, uh, but I do like to play. I have a band called the Bottom 40, which is like it's kind of like Dirty Loops, or if you ever check them out, or Snarky Puppy. There's like a
Yeah.
real kind of funky reharmed jazz band. So it's easy to remember. It's not the top 40, it's the bottom 40. But
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of killer Nashville guys are on it. So check that
That's
out.
nice. We're trying to get them all in here and try to, you know, uh,
Yeah.
get their input and their vibrations and all.
So you're at Blair?
Yes, I was at Blair. I was in their pre-college program, and then I took a couple of classes there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did. That was where we were first shooting our podcast out of the Blair Auditorium. Um, and they did really good. So what do you have to say for like musicians who are starting out and who want to, get their foot out there? Oh, and I believe my co-host had a question, but I think you kind of answered it. Who's the coolest artist you've worked with, and what other
Yeah.
artists you guys work with? But I think you already answered that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I work with a Latin artist. Her name is Paulina Rubio.
Yeah.
And you may not have heard of her, but she's kind of like Madonna of Latin America. And
Mm,
just, I mean, we would play stadiums full of people, and you probably maybe
mm,
never heard of them in the United States, but we traveled the whole world and got to experience so many amazing places. I think just experiencing different culture and different people's perspective all over the
mm,
world. That was the biggest gift in music, being able to play, and not because you're playing from a lot of people, but just to get to create music in different cultures and stuff, I think has really been an amazing experience.
Nice.
Hope that
So
answers.
yeah. So but what do you have to say for like musicians who are just starting out who need their
Yeah,
experience and stuff? So that was the
man. Yeah, there's
question.
so much to say. One thing I would say is that um, you you need to have somebody in your life that's going to tell you it straight. You need to try and find somebody that will, and it's usually not your friends and it's not your family members. It's somebody who can say, look, man, you are really good at this, but I think you could focus here and improve. Like I said, learning and getting to the next level is about improving in every level. So you may have to improve in your business skills, because at the end of the day, this whole thing, making money in the music business, it is a business, right? So you are a product, right? If you were starting out selling skateboards, you would have to come up with some kind of a product, right? And what is that product that in the market that people are going to identify with? And so when you're creating whatever it is you are marketing yourself, as and creating the perception of what you can do. So part of that is you learning how to get better and better at what you do, but also showing people and being able to demonstrate your strengths to the marketplace is an important thing. Now, when it comes to straight up playing, I think you can't get around not having a teacher. I think for me, I really miss. I don't have as much time to like practice and stuff. A lot of my practice is like my little jams on Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, but just to be able to play music authentic in different styles, I think is really important. For example, if you were going to, if like, well, you live in Nashville, right? So, um, if you want to be on country sessions and you don't like country music at all, it's going to be really hard for you to play country music well. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing you found out about the music that you enjoy. Somebody out there loves that music. It's not my favorite music in the world, but
Mhm.
somebody loves that music, and there's a reason. There's some kind of core reason why they do. Or maybe it's jazz. Maybe you want to be a straight ahead jazz guy. What is it that makes that? Or maybe you want to play pop or create pop. Like I have a lot of what I do is pop production for movie trailers and trailerizing pop music. It's like I have to be up on what's the latest and greatest, and have the tools to make that
Yeah.
stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I hope that makes sense. Um,
Yeah,
but
you get a lot of insight. A lot of
probably too
insight.
much.
I took away the mentoring part. I take it. I'm still advancing as well. I'm trying to, put my foot out there and keep practicing and whatever. Because I've been playing actually
Yeah.
since I was like 4, and
Wow.
I was classically trained too. And but yeah, it's a constant thing too. Getting like mentors, people that will tell you straight, hey, you're really good at this, but work on this right here.
Yeah.
Um, I believe I have quite a few of those people. My family keeps me up, and I have close friends who will just be like, straight.
Well, the fact that you're doing this webcast and stuff
Mhm,
means you're not just sitting back waiting for something to come to you.
mhm,
The universe doesn't always uh, just land stuff in your lap. You have to you have to make relationships. One thing I've found over the years is people tend to hire their friends.
Who you know?
People,
Yes, who you
yeah,
know?
because there's a lot of people that can do the gig, right?
Mm.
And it's not just who you know. There's a difference between someone being your colleague and being someone you actually care about, right? And if you're going to engage in a relationship with another musician that you want to get work with and stuff, the best thing you can do is invest in them and their life by caring enough about them to find out what's going on in their life. And I know that seems kind of weird, but it's like the guys you want around you a lot of times are those people that just lift you up. And when you get to a certain level, you can choose different people to play with, but overall, people have a network of people that they feel good about. And so all that to say, I think you just need to um, focus on making friendships and not just connections. You know what I mean?
Associates, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna ask you. Okay. So I've been asking the artists this question. The COVID has affected a lot of the entertainment industry, I think, drastically,
Yeah.
and it's put people in a place of, okay, I got to strengthen my online presence. I got to advance in technology and become sharper. Kind of make do with what's happening now. How's that been working for you?
Yeah. COVID was and still is has been a killer for the music business in a lot of ways.
Mm,
Live playing, of course, is just starting to come back, and there are a lot of tours that are still like very shut down.
mm,
Um, and a lot of people are just afraid to go out and be on a bus with 12 people,
yeah.
and or sitting in a crowd with you know, thousands of people, and have the air floating all around you. So
Mm,
I think it's going to take some time to come back. For me, uh, I I usually score a TV show for TBN over the last 3 years, pre-COVID, called Music and Memories, where I MD'd, I mixed the TV show, and I did all the score, and that just went away. So almost all of my composing gigs, all the networks just said, "Hey, we're not gonna put money into new content right now." So
mm,
for me and for a lot of other guys, it was like, man, this is crazy. What am I gonna do? And then last year I got cancer, so that was on top of it was really hard.
mm.
Going through prostate cancer, and
Wow.
thank God, the God brought me through that. And I just feel like I've been through a really crazy hard year, but on the other side of it, it's like you know it's I just feel like it's all going to be used for the best. I've grown. I've learned a lot about I took the time to learn about computers and internet marketing and web development. I went for 6 months to coding school,
Mm,
so I can walk out and get a job if music just totally died as a web developer if I wanted to.
mm.
And that's just in the time that I was down. I just didn't use the downtime to just sit around. And
Exactly. Yeah. Always, productivity and yeah.
yeah. And I have a for people who might hear this that are interested in what I do in music for film, film scoring and doing tracks for TV shows and movies. Um, I am starting an online film scoring academy, and it's at filmscoreseminar.com, and it will be up for early registration and sign up starting next Monday. So I'm really excited about that. I've taken the last 2 years and developed a online course teaching people from the ground up the orchestra, as well as how to navigate the technology and the business of music for film, which has been a great thing. So especially if you're a keyboard player like yourself, there's no reason why you shouldn't be making money doing music for film, because you think about every city on this planet, people are making videos, people are making movies, companies need corporate, they have commercials. Yeah, I mean, it just goes on and on. And you have an entire world to market your music to. So, and as a keyboard player, you know, we have it a little advantage because we can make stuff faster than maybe a guitar player could, because he can't spit out the chords on the keyboard as much, you know, or maybe doesn't have the same gear, you know. So I would encourage anybody. That's a route I took, and it took some learning. It took some educating myself. I actually went back to UCLA, which was really expensive, but you know what? It's paid off big time. So hopefully that encourages people that are looking for some other avenues to make money with their music, not just playing down some gigs, you know.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you able to get? I seen your lives, and you be in there kill it.
Yeah.
Are you able to give one?
Oh, you mean to play something?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. At least for a minute. Let's see.
Cool.
Wait, I just lost my screen. Oh, there it goes. Can you hear it at all? You can hear that a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, no, it's straight.
All right, let me see what I got here. I need my sustain pedal. I'm just messing around, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a little something for you.
You look like you know Chick Corea.
Oh, yeah, Spain. Spain.
Yeah.
I forget it, but yeah, I played it at my gigs. What kind of stuff do you like playing?
Here, and I got my keyboard here too.
You grew up playing gospel music in church?
Yes, I'm all of that.
Yeah. See, I grew up playing in church, but I grew up playing in white.
Really?
Yeah, so I've had to kind of learn some stuff. You know, I watched like Corey Henry and those guys, and I'm like, dang, man, I wish I could do that, but whatever I do, you know.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, you play something.
Let me see. What did we do as a song?
Yeah, man. I'll turn this on to you on Thursday. There's a company that approached me and another cat, and I space it on their name, but it's a live jam software app with good audio. Like you'll be able to practice and jam over the internet like this, and it's a new thing. So they're having us try it out on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. You know, yeah, like so, one thing. One thing's cool. Like, there's some cool things I try and like have people do. Like, would be like to take one note, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just start down, go down chromatically, and just harmonize that note, right? Don't so like we'll start on this B flat. So it's like it's a different way than just thinking about like 2-5-1s to use as passing chords. You think about like either going using passing chromatic motion, but you can create using your inner or outer voices, creating chords that aren't necessarily in the key. It may take it out, but it could sound cool, you know. Like that little thing wasn't necessarily. I'm going, oh, okay, this is in the key. This is not. It's like it's because I've practiced a lot of just trying to figure out a way to move smoothly, and I feel like gospel players do that a lot and are really just supernatural about doing that, you know, because you did that all the time on the organ, you know, growing up. So I'm ready for that gospel lesson, that's for sure.
You look like you have to walk down chromatic and stuff. You have.
Yeah, I mean, I do what I do, and it's more like jazz based, you know. But
Right.
I think for anybody, these are good examples of even creating a song, like getting outside of just thinking about, okay, I'm in the key of C, I have a D minor, I have a 3 chord, I have a 4 chord, you know, and then I can put some 2-5-1s between those chords. Thinking about like, for example, I'll keep it real simple. Let's start with a C minor. What are the notes in a C minor chord? C, E flat, and G.
Right.
Take any one of those elements and pick a major or minor triad. And this is just working with triads. But let's take E flat. So C, E flat, and G. Let's take E flat and make it a minor chord. And now E flat is E flat, G flat, B flat, and B flat. B flat has B flat, D flat, and F. So you can use these pedal points on or elements of any chord and use it, the root, third, or the fifth, or even the seventh, to create your harmony and your chords without thinking about oh, I'm in this key or not, you know. And you hear a lot of that in Stevie Wonder's music. He does a lot of that kind of stuff, you know. But that's some stuff I teach in film scoring, how we get outside of just thinking about everything in like 1, 4, 5, 6 minor, all that kind of stuff, you know.
So you do songwriting too, or you arrange? You said, I think you said that.
Yeah, yeah. I do a lot of orchestral music for film and TV. I don't think I have any of it up, but that might be another session. Like we can talk about music for, you know, for film and TV and stuff like that, you know, how to navigate that, and the technology behind that's really interesting too. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, no, that was it. You gave us a lot.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could talk about music all day.
Right.
But cool. Hopefully it's been helpful to somebody.
Very helpful, very informative, and you actually advertised yourself a little bit. So whoever watches that we will see that, you know, the school thing you're gonna do.
Yeah, the Film Score Academy. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and you can either reach. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can follow me on my Facebook for my Facebook jams. On YouTube, I'm my YouTube channel is Witty Music, WHITTY Music, and I'm on Instagram too. So, you know, between there, you can reach out if you're interested in film scoring and stuff like that.
Very much. Well, with that being said, we're going to sign off. Thank you for all that you've given us tonight, and
thanks for having me.
You too.
All right, man. I don't even know how to sign off, but I think it's a little red X. All right. Thank you, Lawson. I appreciate it. All right.
Yep.